Now to the Philippines, where the son of former dictator Ferdinand Marcos appears to have locked up the presidential election. With 97% of the ballots counted, Marcos won more than 30 million votes. The closest contender, the current vice president, has about 15 million. Boxing legend and Christian Senator Manny Pacquiao has the third highest total with 3.5 million. Protesters marched in Manila denouncing the unofficial results. One leader said they're outraged over a political system that would allow the heir of an exiled dictator to become president. Gordon, for those who aren't familiar, do you think those concerns are warranted?
Well, we're looking at a complicated election system, and there have been many people within the Philippines that remember the Marcos years with fondness. I don't understand that, but you say, okay, if that's there. The issue is the just popularity and name recognition, and the Philippine political system is remarkably complicated, and it's one that you have to be on the inside to really understand it. So how do the quote ruling families, close quote, continue to get reelected? Continue to have control is one of the great puzzles. I lived there in a time when Fidel Ramos was president, and it was a time of real wonderful prosperity for the Philippines and a lot of economic growth. At the end, there was the whole Asian crisis, and then things sort of reverted back, and you look at it and you really scratch your head. But here's the wonderful thing. In the middle of all the political turmoil, in the middle of contested elections, and those elections are remarkably contested. In some places, candidates literally are murdered. You look at all of that. In all of that, the gospel still goes forward. The Christian church is still wonderfully strong. And I look to our current political turmoil, and I go, well, I lived through that in the Philippines, and let's keep focused on what we need to be focused about, which is let's populate heaven. If you put all of your stock into political victories and political solutions to our problems, you will be disappointed. But if you put all of your hope in Jesus, then he will never disappoint you, and the kingdom of God will stand. Not even the gates of hell will prevail against it. So let's look to him. He is the author, the finisher of our faith. Let's do that in the Philippines. Let's do that right here in the United States.